What's up, everybody? This is Bill Mack here once again, ready to drop another video on you today. I've been sitting around the last few days and trying to think of topics and stuff, because I try to do lengthy videos if I can to try to help, with different topics ranging from relationships to emotions to, basically anything that, comes to mind to me, and I come to think of the topic for today's video, and I would say the name that I would entitle today's video is Shake It Off. Well, you say, what do you mean shake it off? You mean dance, Taylor Swift, Shake It Off? No, it's not a dance. But actually shaking it off is an action. It shows a sign of strength. What do you mean, Bill? What do you mean shake it off? Well, it's like this. We all go through life. My last video taught about being positive. Well, see, now it's about being strong and being able to move on and doing the very best in life that you can do. We all go through rough times in life, whether it's, through work, whether it's through friends, family, relationships, environment that we're in, many different things. And sometimes those things that we go through are rough. They're not so good. They seem to kind of weigh sometimes on us emotionally. You say, well, how? Well, I'll give you an instance what I'm talking about. My girl I was talking to a few months back, her and I talked for 2 or 3 months. We talked before, 4 or 5 years ago. Thought maybe we could, rekindle the situation. Well, her and I talked, got our numbers, exchanged numbers, saw each other a few times, text, talking, Facebook, everything. Thinking it was going great. But what I learned was in time that, things, once they started off good, sometimes when they start off good, they end up going downward. They're no longer at that top stage where they were at the beginning, but they went on a steadily decline down. Okay, well, I thought, okay, I understand that, but it went from us talking a lot, texting a lot, to everything just dramatically stopping. But I kind of noticed something too that I didn't used to have in mind before. I actually were using my senses and my eyes to actually keep my eyes wide open. That was a thing I had a problem with before. Well, her and I were talking, and then the talking became less. She started blaming it on her signal, but hey, it worked before. What's wrong now? What's changed now? The texting, good morning, how you doing, how's your day? Started getting few and far between. What happened? Your fingers didn't break, the buttons didn't break, you still have service. What happened there? Then the phone calls and everything else, and just all started going slowly down. But as I said, I caught something. This dude on her page that she was talking to, I think she was talking to. But to me, she was claiming it was just a person that she was friends with, and that wasn't nothing. Which you get that all the time sometimes. Sometimes that's the truth, and sometimes that's just the load. It really is. So anyway, I noticed these things, but she had a good excuse and a reason for everything. Everything I asked about, she had a good explanation for, as always. And isn't that always the case? You always got a reason for it. So finally, I just kind of believed her in the beginning with the stuff, but then I'm looking at what the dude is posting, and I'm noticing differently about the situation, and noticing differently that what he is saying is different than what she's telling me, what it's supposed to mean. So it hurt. I started liking the girl, thinking it was going to work and everything. The dirt started piling on my shoulders, didn't see it. But then at the end, I just noticed it wasn't going to be, and then I finally got tired of it. Here's where the shake it off comes in. Like I said, I've been in past relationships, and my previous one, it taught me a lot. About not only relationships, but how to handle things in life. Because the way I wasn't handling them before didn't work. So, get back to this. So, whenever I got tired of everything, the lies, which I knew they were lies, the bull crap that she was feeding me, I just shook it off. All the dirt on my shoulders, I shook it off. And I let it go. And I moved on. I closed that chapter. And that's what you have to do, folks. You have to know that when things don't fall into place like you hoped they would, you have to learn that when your shoulder starts getting piled full of things, full of crap, you have to shake it off and let it go and move on. That's where I understood and what I learned. Things in life aren't always going to be good. You may have some rough times. But you know what? What you have to do is you have to take time and not allow these things to bog you down in life, folks. You have to know and realize that you've got to have yourself built up. You have to have the strength within you. That no matter what happens in this life, you yourself can only pick yourself up. Nobody else is going to do it for you. That's where strength comes in. That's why it's important that we go through rough times. Rough times make us stronger. Because when we're going through the good times, hey, yay, yay. What have you got that's going to make you stronger out of that? Sure, it's great to enjoy the good times. Sure, it's great to just relax, take it easy, and just enjoy life because things are going good. The flowers are blooming, the sun's shining, the birds are chirping, everything's going good when it's good. But when it's bad, when you're going through that rough patch that we all go through from time to time, how is it then? How are you feeling then? It's simple. You can't allow anything negative, and like in my last video, remember staying positive, to keep you down. You have to be positive. You have to take these negative things and shake them off and move on. That's the important thing in life that I have learned that has really helped me the past year. It's to learn to shake these things off and to enjoy my life and say that whether something like this comes along again, at least I know better. It didn't get me down this time. I didn't get depressed this time like I used to do. This Bill Mack here doesn't do that. He doesn't feel that way. He used to. The old Bill Mack used to sulk, be sad, be depressed for long periods of time because I got hurt. But see, my past relationship caused me to have that zero tolerance for any stupidity, any lies, any deceit, any betrayals, anything of that nature to get me down. That's what I have to do for myself. It's recognizing it, seeing it, and getting it off my back. You've got to shake it off. Shaking off and moving on. Because trust me, folks, no matter what rough times you go through, they're not always going to happen. No matter how you were hurt in the past by your exes, doesn't mean that every other person in your life after them is going to be that way. You've got to be strong enough and not allow the emotions to keep you down, because emotions, all these things you feel, will bring you down. They will hurt you. They will keep you captive if you allow them to. They become so heavy on your shoulders and your heart that you can't lift them up. But you slowly dig your way up. You start to shake them off. You start to be happy. And say, you know what, I'm glad I'm not in that situation anymore. I'm glad these bad things in life that I went through them, that they're no longer here, because I guarantee you they won't be. It's again strength and shaking these things off that will allow you to go out and be strong, so you can get you a better guy or girl, whichever the case may be, and enjoy your life. And that's the way it is with anything. With jobs, you get tired of your job sometimes. You know, some people do. I mean, not me. I love my job. Granted, my job's the best job in the world. I love it. But sometimes that can be a case. Some people get tired of their jobs. Families fighting all the time. Families running over each other all the time. And by running over, that slang means for they gang up against each other, and they're just going back and forth, and that can get you down. An environment like if you're not able to go out to a lot of places and you're home, most of the time, which I am. I'll admit that. I'm not a big out person. I don't mind getting out, but I don't go out so often. But you know what? I've embraced my environment and what I'm in, and I've embraced it, and I've not allowed the sad times or feeling sad because I'm here more than I'm not getting out there and doing this and doing that. But I've embraced and say, you know what? This is what I am. This is what I do. I'm going to embrace who I am and be the best that I can be. I'm not going to allow being here keep me down, but I'm just going to shake it off, and I'm going to move on. You see, you don't let stuff pile on you so long, because it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier. And then pretty soon after a while, if you don't shake it off and move on, it's going to weigh you down. And like I said, there's nobody going to help you, folks. We have to help ourselves. We have to do the very best for ourselves in what we can. It's great to have our friends to talk to for support. I have my best friend, Brandon. He's good to talk to me. Him and I, we have a lot in common. We share interests. We talk about things. It's good to have a good support system like your friends. And my sister, my brother, sometimes family's good to have family like that. But when all it comes down to your emotions and stuff you're going through personally, can't no family, can't no friends, nobody do that but you. So as I get ready to end my video for tonight, I just hope that someone has got something out of it. I hope you understand, because I try to do these videos, and which they're my thoughts and opinions and just mine alone. Whether you share with me, great. If you disagree, that's great too. But I enjoy making videos and whatnot. So if you want to continue, subscribe to watching my videos, subscribe to me, like my videos, view them, tell your friends, do all that you can. But I do appreciate it, and I am very appreciative of anybody who watches my videos. I hope that I am doing the very best that I can, and if anyone has any ideas, just post about them on the comments, and I'll try to do those. But I try to continue doing them, but I care and I want to help others, and that's what I'm here for. So getting ready to sign off. So I hope each one of you take care and have a great one. And this is Bill Mack, and I am signing off.